Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now here's Mahomes going for the deep ball. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Oh, my freaking goodness.
And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big pickup there on 3rd and 6. 47 yards on the ground. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 5. And it'll be a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. In for the score. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play action. Now it's Allen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field, and that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And this is Latimer, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
So what?
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Lavonte David. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So after the INT, it's Allen. Let's carry it down he goes.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. On 2nd down, here's Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he'll take it across midfield at the 46-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes rolling to his right.
Oh, I should just let him do it.
It's a big play there for the Broncos. And even 40 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They go play action here on 1st down. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
Just sit there and watch, and that shit pisses me off. He's standing right there.
In for 6, and the Broncos are in for 6. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Somebody took that out the bag.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of their back and when he delivers the ball.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that's incomplete.
It was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when the back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Being chased out left. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down.
Left, 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 left.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's going to float this over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play in football.
Buying time to his... And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Mahomes going to throw.
He can just sit there. Let's up with the safety. Come up, man.
The 12-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it?
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky. But that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up. This should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really should be. Snap.
Y'all made me run right into it.
Didn't happen that way.
Sua Craven's up to make the stop. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a shot taken on
straight
3rd
out of
down,
bounds,
but it's going to wind up incomplete. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And coming out now, the Broncos. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He'll find find his man on the comeback route. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Mahomes now on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. Allen to throw on 3rd down. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And a grab by Croft. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On play action, Allen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On play action, Allen hits his target, Hunter. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. This ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Should just go to the time as well.
Ace! Ace! Slow! Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they try the right side here. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. First throw now for the backup Bortles. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They plan on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. Slow.
Working from the gun, Mahomes forced out to his left. And Latimer's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
So you had them just trying to throw the ball.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
the red zone now. Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Ace! Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
The carry here for the big tight end. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Green 39.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal.
It made me jump. This game is wild, man.
In for the score. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late in the half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those can be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Throwing is Bortles. Over the middle, complete. It's Webster. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing on first down is Bortles. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Bortles. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some touch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A first carry now for Alex Collins. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one and a New England first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
The stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a second down.
Lucy.
On play action, it's Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the up. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. As his guys are in for 6. And the Patriots get a score closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well.
And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Gold now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now they'll run it on the toss. He finds an opening past the 40 and Brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. They go play action here on first down. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Mahomes now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Patriots have it.
He's going to lay on the floor.
The strategy of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around. We just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Let's go.
They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, that's not.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, no matter whether you're playing man or zone, eventually that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. And he fires.
He get in front of me. This game is bugging.
45. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Again, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pick up there, a 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah.
Mahomes going to throw.
Let him play defense on this time.
And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the field.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go. Come
on, capitalize on this one.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And that one results in 35 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense, and you and I both know.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for New England. 41 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
39, Lucy.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
73. Hey, hold it.
Here's Henry, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Bortles going to go on 4th down. Steps away to his left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the fumble. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big.
Plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes.
Oh my God! This title is amazing. I already knew where it was going, and they caught interference.
So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Back now in Foxborough. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green, 90. Green.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Space to maneuver at the 40. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way home for a Bronco score. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Now McManus for the extra point. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, simple, a tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got it last time.
That was so gay, that throw. Come on,
They've got it
man.
well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play
He had to
moves them all the way
stop, turn
across
around, and catch
midfield
the
to
ball.
the
He's
40
wide
now
open.
for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Bortles. And it's complete. It's Alex Collins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Patriots. In for the score. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Gold now out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And they'll go on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And an alley to run. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
There we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. So make it 2 missed field goals for him now, but I have the sense, given that distance, you could probably forgive him here on this one.
Yeah, this is out of the range of just about anybody on planet Earth except probably you, partner. But you just got to drive it out low and hope that somehow you hit it absolutely perfect. But no real chance for this one to go through.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Bortles. He's going to fire one deep. Middle of, that's caught inside the 20.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Into the red zone. It's Bortles. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And the hit jarred it loose.
Dude,
It's
how did you not catch
incomplete.
that, man?
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Bortles to throw on 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. That's a New England Patriots touchdown. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Gold now out to kick it away. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now, okay? Get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead. It's just not dire
Bullshit.
at the same time. Okay, guys, let's mash the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. Here it's 3rd and 3. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And they'll run it here. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Patriots take over. So the Patriots coming out now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence.
This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 55 yards. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Bortles. And he's going to be grabbed.
Pass the ball. I don't know what the fuck I just did.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mel is a very, very fickle man.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So we're back to a one-score game, and now you figure we'll likely see an onside kick.
Yeah, they've only got the one timeout remaining, so I think they've got to take a chance of getting the ball back.
I don't know.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Here we go. Blue 45.
The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Denver, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for New England, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
thicker the pie, thicker the ply, thicker the bag. Me and my buying, at least in the beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it. The is mad. Man in them baggins, I'm all in my bag. Why I ain't holding around? Just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for it out. She don't give a. She was in her bag. Phineas Lane asked for a burger. Watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like now.
Hello. Hello.
You at the movie?
Not yet, on my way.
Oh, who looks at tea in your sisters?
By myself.
Oh, you going to get TJ?
No, I'm gonna get over there.
Well, I got something to share with you right quick, and then we'll talk more. Till's sister, Darlene, just admitted she hired a private investigator to look for Junior, even though me and you talked, but I didn't say that. I'm never going to say that. And the private investigator was finding out things that he backed up because he said Junior was into things that was off the hook. And me and you know that, right?
Yeah.
So what we talked about with that person, and he was talking with some Cubans too. And you know what they do. So Phil was talking to me about it. I'm gonna be honest. And they said, somebody told him that he was with them to save the family, because they will go after the family. And she kind of flipping out now, but I'm like, Phil, she's got to eat this. You can't tell your mother and them that now. I'm gonna be honest, he's probably gone. If he gave himself to them, he's gone. You know what I got on one fan on the cell phone. He's gone. I mean, Tim asked me, I'll never let on who we talk with that guy about. I don't want to say his name either. But from then I knew, but you heard what he said too, he may be gone. And then somebody said that their stepfather said somebody got him out of town, but you know what, if you do something to them people, they're not ways of fighting you, man. So, that's why Darlene's trying to jump up and run. Like, do that. So he said he did show up at her house when she was in OP. He was Spanish and Cape Verdean. Said he almost killed one of them in her house.
In her house?
Yeah, and she was there. She never said nothing. And she swore she told you, I'm like, babe, your sister's lying. And she knows she didn't tell you nothing. And she's fucking selfish too for doing that. Knowing people could be at risk, and you worried about yourself. Because when he was arguing with them saying that Darlene was on drugs, because Jill and her mom didn't believe her. I had to tell her, I believe your brother because he's not going to ride like that. What are you going to get out of me?
Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this
club. I know your brother person, and I know who he hangs with.
Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance.
Who he hung with and who he... And I was the only one who believes him. And I told Tyler, I believe what your brother said about it. But even though he might have had to do something to help Darlene, I don't know.
No money,
so I didn't know he wasn't speaking to Darlene or Nina. He loved Nina, dude. And Dylan is talking about he distanced himself and stopped speaking to her. I was like, oh, I don't know. And I can't say nothing about, you know. Yeah, I'm not going to. Use the glasses for Dan. No, I got shit. We'll talk some more about how it's work. Every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Alright, don't get ready for this Celtics game. Alright, y'all enjoy. Be careful. Tell your sisters
Another day in the USA, just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just want to make enough to pay dividends, then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
Oh no, you don't want Yeah.
What's up?
Let's go see if you're off. You have to leave now.
Yeah, I'm about to leave too. Man, I'm tired. Hopefully I don't fall asleep. Oh my goodness. My feet hurt. Can't wait to get this so I can kick my shoes off. Huh? Y'all about to leave? I don't like watching the game after it's already over. I already done go for once. Huh?
Ice the game, had to ice the game. So much ice, too much, had to ice the lane. Breathe the dust, breathe, had to breathe the lane. Breathe, camera phone. Turn your lights off. We been on. Came from my block and growed up, guess I'm homegrown, well known. That is my cologne. I put my wrist inside the freezer, came out froze. Ice. I put my heart inside, cause I was chose. I put my heart inside and only God knows. Get a Kleenex for that baby, wipe this nose. I wipe this nose. What's a leg we till they explode? Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't skid. Splash. Think about post now on the ground. Man, the lead. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about post now on the ground. Man, the lead. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Break with stars out. Not a board the house. Get deported out. Stop for a shot. More than a Martian. I'ma put your brain over ocean. Proceed with caution. Skeleton AP is frosted. I sit back and read the offense. Was it did it the faucets? Chanel bag is ostrich. Stay down, come in the process. Private jet, yeah. This ain't diamond milk, yeah. I'ma keep the on welfare. The paint on real. Bling bling loud, yeah. Mama got style, yeah. Chanel reptile player. Omar, gotta get the grace of the God. 3 rock stars, nobody seeing the game on God. Superstars out. Brand new cars.
Slow folks.
So I ain't those now.
And you with the 2 slow folks.
Shots and goals, rock the shows, big bang roll cash.
Oh, y'all outside?
For the big, now she don't skid, splash. Think about posting up on the ground, man, the leader. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers. Think about posting up on the ground, man, the leader. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers. What's up, gang? We go secure for the gang, right? What's up, gang? I think it's my fault.
Yeah, I told you to call me.
I got that chicken to go. A lot of these they broke. They think it's my
coming.
fault. No car.
Could you tell make sure I'm coming?
I'm tripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis that's light. Right for the city that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones who don't like. What you look like? Why even play with your light? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from feeling all kites to putting my block. Look what you sweater is dress. Somebody give me a. This ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. And tell him. I'm like, you got it. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be out. If I see them hanging and I'm in the spaceship, I'm dropping the top.
The auntie was supposed to get me some food. Try to wait for y'all to leave so I can fly with you.
Why?
Huh?